Yeah, like way to get him. What's up?
Bosco! Barstool Pick'em is back, and it is brought to you by Barstool Golf Time Supreme. Summer may be winding down, but your golf game shouldn't. That's why the Barstool Golf Time app has made it super easy to compare and book your next tee time. We have over 6,000 courses available to book nationwide. Whether you're looking for the best course, the most fun course, or the best value in the area, the Barstool Golf Time app makes it easy to reserve a tee time for you and your friends. Their new reservation sharing option allows you to take control and book tee times for the whole group. Hank has been golfing a lot. He loves golf. It's easy to use. Download and sign up for Barstool Golf Time app today. Available on the App Store, Google Play. It's 100% free to use, so go download it right now. Sign up for the Barstool Golf Time app today. Available on the App Store, Google Play. Just search that right there. It's easy to use, 100% free, and it will help you get your tee times and get you set for playing some golf. Over 6,000 courses available to book nationwide. That's the Barstool Golf Tee Time app. Go look for it right now. It's free to use. Okay.
How many of those do you think you hit? Been to a few.
Okay. Barstool Pick'em Week 0, Year 10?
I think so.
Year 10?
It's crazy.
I think 2013 was the one that got us in trouble with the Ponder. That was just the two of us, but I think it's been year 10. I think it's year 10. I wanted to.
That was a Pick'em show.
That was Pick'em. Yeah, no, that was Pick'em. 100% Pick'em. Yeah, we were doing. It was just me and you doing NFL and college.
Technically 11.
Technically 11.
And not to revisit history, but you baited me into that.
I did. 100%.
You brought
100%.
You brought it up, and then I just went.
And I also would like to say now, with the material change on my part as a father of 3, I love my kids. You can bring them anywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you can't. I would never bring my kids to that. So actually,
you can bring them. You just don't put them on TV.
Just don't tweet them and don't put them on Instagram and be like, look, my kid's here. Like, everyone, look at my kid.
By the way, I have no.
We're just doing it again.
No,
We're just doing the whole bit again.
I was gonna,
Full circle.
I was about to say. I have absolutely no ill will towards Sam Ponder.
That's a
Respect
fact.
the hell out of her because she ambushed me at Catch in New York, waited for me as I was walking out and jumped in my face, and I didn't recognize her. And she's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, "No." And then once I put together, we had a good back and forth. It wasn't like friendly,
right?
But I respected
but she
her.
stood up for herself.
Correct.
Yeah,
It was
right.
the Giants quarterback that was just there.
It was
Colt McCoy?
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
I missed Rico. I love when he tells other people's stories. I love
I
that.
didn't.
It's my
I'm
favorite
giving
Rico.
It to the
it's
viewers.
my favorite Rico.
It's a good story.
I also hold no ill will towards Sam Ponder. I told this yesterday on Primary Take, but we were at Stu's house for the Yak, and he told me a story that he never told me, that PFT and I were like having, I think, a phone call maybe with you and Erica right before we did the deal. And he said that an eagle came and picked up a squirrel, or maybe a chipmunk. And he said that when we finished the phone call, we walked away and we left, the eagle dropped the chipmunk directly on the bench we were talking about. And Stu's wife said whatever they were talking about is completely ruined. He just didn't tell me that story until yesterday. So I hold no ill will towards Sam Ponder. It was the eagle. It was
All worked out for the best.
Dead 100% worked out on the best for the best, which brings me perfect segue. We are independent again. Dave has full control of Barstool again.
Congratulations.
And Dave, we know where Dave. We saw the video, the stool scenes. I was in Chicago.
Smirk to get him through the
No,
monologue.
hold on. I'm gonna get there. We saw Dave at stool scenes. I was in Chicago with like 40 people. Rah picking everyone up. This is exciting. I want to hear from your perspective, Rico. Walk us through that day, where you were, who you were with. What was that moment like for you?
You mean The Office? I've never seen The Office. That
You weren't in
No.
Oh, right.
We're walking
Yeah.
through the day for you.
Oh, that day.
Yeah.
I woke up. Beautiful sunset or sunrise in Aruba.
Aruba.
Had an
Beautiful.
omelet.
Third straight week vacation.
Not third straight week.
Wasn't it?
July 4th.
All right, so
full week
so
after
then now
July 4th.
we've never really laid it out. So now that you are in command, can you explain the vacation policy? So that week of 4th of July, I thought was mandated.
I will.
Is that a mandated
I'll
week?
Explain it. It is
like banking when you have to take 2 weeks
on,
off for holidays
honestly,
in case you're stealing stuff.
It is
you know that, right?
The same vacation policy before Chernin came in, which was there was no vacation policy. You could take as many days as you liked, and I would view your amount of vacation you took as basically stealing from me and your desire to create a name for yourself versus a desire to get a free lunch.
How does the lunch tie in?
Free lunch. Like people who take a lot of vacation want a free lunch. People who decide to work, and even though there is this free vacation policy and as many days, they're like, I got to be here because if I'm not here, the next man up, you're going to get Wally Pipp. Somebody's going to steal what you do. They're going to move up the ladder. You're not building your name. So I've never been like, oh, you can only do this many days. You do whatever you want. The content people should be motivated by wanting to build their star and create more equity for themselves. If you're on vacation for a month, that just shows to me somebody who doesn't have the it factor I'm looking for. But there was no vacation policy. And to be honest, like the early days, me, Dan, we didn't take vacation. We just didn't do it. Not because it's like you can't. It's like, well, if we go away, someone else is going to beat us to the punch and they're going to have the advantage on us. So the answer is the same as it's always been.
It should pain you to be on vacation. I know this is people are going to clip this and be like, this is toxic work culture. When I'm not working for a week, I have like pains in my side. My body.
If you're in it to win it, you going on vacation in our world, he's right. It's like when I would go just for a little bit, it's like I know I'm missing stuff. I want to
talk. I want to be there. I want to be in the action, be in the mix. So back to you on the day that we got our independence, Aruba. Beautiful.
The omelet line was 5 or 6 deep, so that was tough. You had to wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the chairs, people were kind of scumbags with the chairs. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
Is it an all-inclusive place?
Yeah, all-inclusive. They double hold the chairs. They go down by the pool, and then you got to go kind of far away. Went to the beach for a little bit. Knew I had the meeting, obviously.
So you were there for the meeting?
Via Zoom.
Okay.
Banged out a couple of blogs. Called into Pick Central that day.
What was your thought when you heard the news? Good or bad for Bosco?
I always think everything's bad for Bosco. Going in, pre-meeting.
That's a great line.
But
that's a smart
no,
thing
I thought it was
like you are learning.
Yeah, no, I mean I thought it was great. I mean, you've talked about it. You were kind of on the fence of being like you weren't as all in as you were, and now like you built this thing, so you're back fully in the driver's seat. So,
but is that good? Bad for Bosco?
No, I mean you there's always a need for pit bulls. I think the pit bulls are back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard you've rearmed your army.
Your army's regrowing?
He's rearmed his army. He's completely rearmed his army.
No.
The Treaty of Versailles is thrown out.
They were dying.
The Germans are producing at a record clip tanks, planes, everything.
These times were so hard for these guys. They're prize fighters. They're suicide bombers. You can't put these guys in.
So why did you
in USO shows and just be like.
Dave and I might have to be
George. They want to fucking go. They want to fucking go. These guys.
Why are you rebuilding them?
No, it's their. You can only control the newspaper, like what they're doing and what they're writing. They're fucking ready to go. Like you definitely get that palpable buzz from them.
Yeah.
It's like
is that related to me taking the coming back or no? They were already rebuilding.
They always wanted to rebuild. But like if you're, you see your leader and he's out shaking hands and kissing babies and he's not biting anybody anymore, they're a little maintained. Now, yes, they did see it. They're like, we need a pit bull. Pit bulls. Let's go. They're like, it coincides. Bring them all back.
We might have to be
dogs off the leash.
Dave and I might have to be like George W. Bush and Rumsfeld and go look for the WMDs in Iraq. They might not be there, but we'll find someone responsible.
I was there for a little. It's not bad.
No, you were in Afghanistan fighting with ISIS.
Right. With ISIS.
With ISIS. On the side of ISIS.
Exactly.
I think it. Well, I don't know what Dan would have done with you if he would have put you into a protected wing in Chicago. But you would have been done in a post not me Penn ESPN world. Like your days would have been.
I would have to pay him out of pocket.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Which maybe you would have done like a charity.
There's three. It's Jerry, Che and Rico, I think that I'll be 70 years old and I'll just be paying them to no-show jobs.
Confirmed done?
Yeah, I would have said you would not have been renewed, correct?
At the end of this year?
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Well, no, again, Dan may have just given you a charity check.
Yeah. I would.
But you got to look at it, and I've explained this. I was fine with slowly going off into the sunset, which I think everyone saw. I was distancing myself. It's like, oh, Barstool Wars? Yeah, I'll fucking show up. I'm not in the planning. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'll be there. But I was comfortable with the future of Barstool because Penn needed Barstool. Like, they're together and everything's set up and Dan's there, so people aren't going to get axed or whatever. Now you have ESPN, this huge media company. What do they need Barstool for? And we're leaking money. So it's like, why do they want to keep doing that? It just doesn't make any sense. For if they still had Barstool and ESPN, why are they going to lose $10 million a year? Where do you go? You got a guy like you who's on vacation 3 weeks, put Jay in a headlock last time he saw him. It's like, and that's not just you. It would have been a lot of people, but you.
So I was a victim of the situation, not a victim of my own performance.
No, it wasn't going to be
I can live with
Bosco's
that.
the first. No, it would have been a slow. Like,
I can live with that.
Yeah,
it would have been.
I would have fought for you.
Yeah, I can
and I
live with
probably
that.
would have just put you on personal payroll.
Outside of people,
We do have the second longest show in the history of this company.
That you missed a whole year for.
Right. Won't happen again.
Outside of things that very clearly
We get a little
PMT, foreplay that were making like
Yes.
Penn could look, though everyone else would have been. And I get it because what
That's
do they
the
need
business.
that
Yeah,
for?
no, I
they
get
have
it. Yeah.
ESPN now.
Absolutely.
So there was a
been to
moment.
business conferences with Slim Cooper. I get it.
There was a moment when this was all happening before the announcement where Dave and I did have a nice chuckle.
Oh, always.
Where we realized that with Dave buying back Barstool, that means Bosco gets 1-year deals for
Forever.
the rest of his life.
You will never have, because unfortunately, what we know about you is nobody gets fat, complacent, and lazy faster than you. So if you have a multi-year deal, you're going to come to the table. Let's say it expires in December, around end of summer, football, and you're going to start working hard, and that's what you
You're
do.
Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So
you are. You get on your boat. You'll go like 100 miles an hour. You show up. You'll be taking naps on the field. Like, it's got to be 1 year.
Okay.
You're going to be buried in 1-year deals. That's good.
You could have a great year and build on the next. Yeah.
Yeah.
the deal was very good for you.
Yes. I'm one of your guys.
I don't know that I said
You're one of
that.
my guys.
Right.
So what are you going to move to Chicago?
I would like to.
But you're going to get 1-year deals.
Yeah. Be all right.
Okay. I like that attitude. That's a great attitude.
Yeah.
Bosco has changed.
He has changed.
I mean, last year Pick'em was. I mean, you're already 1 foot out the door when we started the show.
He made up. He quit. I mean, he took a fake job that was never really offered.
Desperate people do desperate things, man. I was fucked up, dude. I was on drugs. Like, I look at it as
Well, he wasn't actually on drugs. We should clarify.
Yeah,
He's been
right.
drug-free since '93.
drug-free since 93. But, like, yeah, I mean, I was, like, fucked up. And now, like, you get your little chips each 6 months. Like, I go to the meetings in my own head with the different voices, and, like, it's like, all right, 6 months clean, 12 months clean, 9 months clean. Like, it is. It's progress.
Are you still seeing someone to help?
I'm in the process of trying to find one.
I think you have changed. I have noticed that even like you coming on the yak, you're able to go with the flow. Like, I enjoy being around you. Last year I did not enjoy being around you.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I
just
mean,
a
I
miserable
definitely was
fuck.
stressed. I let a lot of shit get to it. And, like, you look back at, like, what I'm not doing now and, like, how much healthier it is. I was listening to it was hours on end of just listening to everything. Do you get mentioned here? This person said this.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, it was
We're very
fucking.
well aware.
I mean, it was after the Jersey Jerry Nadeau Rough and Rowdy, and we're sitting on the plane, and you were in a Nadeau space.
It was a
with your
press
headphones
conference.
in.
Yeah, I mean, I was monitoring press conferences.
Yeah. What did you think about Nadeau being gone?
He never really fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from somebody who gets it, he never really got it. So
You do get it. He does got it.
it's an easy.
I'll
out.
say I haven't mentioned him much. I think he could have carved out. He's a real moron. And I don't not like him. He's just a moron. I think he could have carved a niche here, and maybe he's doing great on his own. I really don't know. But I never had any animosity towards Nadeau. In fact, your hatred for him made me like him.
Yeah, oh yeah. Which is something you never got that.
At the very end, I did.
You made Nadeau.
You know when I really got it?
You made
the soccer thing.
You
when I was
made
like,
Nadeau
oh.
very important. You got it at the soccer thing.
Well, I
That
realized
was one of your.
there was no
that was
possible
one of your,
coincidence
that was
I
one
was
of
the,
your
I was
lowest
up.
points,
Yeah,
just
big time.
as a human being.
Oh yeah.
So what do you mean you got it at the
Well,
soccer?
I realized
if I
that
recall the
it's-
soccer thing, you stormed out, threw a tantrum, and went home.
Yeah. I retweeted the sale though. When I was home.
You got it.
But
Soccer thing.
I got that there was no coincidence that it was my time to kick. I was like, this has all been
that's
planned
brilliant.
the whole time.
It actually wasn't.
Oh, it was a coincidence?
It was not. It wasn't a coincidence, but it wasn't. You thought we had planned it for like months and
No,
months.
not months, but I knew like once that I was like, there's no way.
You think you're living in the Truman Show when it's really like
Yeah.
opportunity is there.
Correct.
Right,
Dude's
right.
standing in
Induce
goal.
the
Hey,
moment.
Rico, come on up.
Yeah, get the moment.
I will say, Rico, this is the longest stretch you've had of not being a total psychopath. I'd like to see you bring back a little bit.
I mean, I think I give it to you a little, like in doses, yeah.
But you've always done that.
Right. So where do you want me to? Who do you?
No.
Are you
arm me
asking
up?
to weaponize the riders?
I like him when he's weaponized, but I
make the
know
call right now.
you can't. No. I know. You can't. Like give a little bit of heroin to a drug addict and then be like, just use it responsibly. So I get it. He's better off this way. And it's like that time that when I was walking on the beach in Malibu, and
that was bad.
I forget what the dispute was, but I was like, as a friend, I can't hire you back because I know this job is going to kill you or you'll kill somebody. So if I like you even a little bit, I am doing a total disservice hiring you back. I don't even know what the incident was. It was the millionth time he went nuts.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I can change. And I knew he couldn't
No, I
change.
think that's the most rewarding thing is, proving everybody wrong, but also not like doing it internally.
It's a long way to go. It's a journey. It's like anything else. You could fall off the wagon any minute. And to be honest, as long as you didn't try to murder somebody, I'm okay with it generally.
So seems like you're good. 1-year contract's gonna move to Chicago.
It's almost time for renewal, right?
Yeah.
You're up soon.
Yeah, but you got a lot on your plate. You just
I
bought
know.
the company back. You sifted
Oh yeah,
through
you're
books,
not
you
a
got-
priority.
Thank you. As it shouldn't be. Yeah,
Correct.
Make the list.
Correct.
Right. You get to it. You get to it.
I'll say this: there's a list just naturally. Like there's been no secrets about this. Barstool gets more lean and mean. I haven't seen your name on any of those potential cut lists.
Nearby.
Okay.
It's a good
Not
list
even
not
close.
to be on.
It's a great list not to be on.
Yeah. So 1-year deal, but you're coming.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see if he asks for a raise.
What are you looking at me for?
You are the middle.
Because I know the answer to this question.
If you, I would tread cautiously on that.
Okay.
We're not exactly in raise mode right now. We're in let's not lose millions a year mode.
Right.
But
We got to get under the cap.
got to get under the cap.
What if Bosco?
There is a veteran minimum.
There is a veteran minimum.
I think that's what you're on.
Yeah.
No, he ain't. He's above the veteran minimum. Trust me.
What about? What if he goes?
Zoom in. He took a deep gulp there.
What if Bosco goes 55% this year? Would that help? You know he
Well,
can't.
that's break even. That's
no,
losing.
52.5 is break
Isn't
even. No, 52. 52.5?
Is it 52 and a half?
I think it's 52.5.
52 and a half.
What if you went 55%?
I'll think about.
What if
maybe
you
we
went
do
Nicky
something.
Smokes 67%? Are you a little
67.
nervous about that?
What do you think of him? What do you think of Nicky Smokes? Have you met him?
No, I haven't.
Have you
I haven't met him
weaponized
yet
the
either.
riders against them?
Got nothing to weaponize.
Are they waiting?
I don't like using women's bathrooms, but
Okay. Sounds like we might have them just waiting. I just imagine that, like there's just a group of riders sitting in a room with Nicky Smokes on a dartboard being like, let us loose.
not
Let
yet.
us
Not
loose.
yet. No, not yet.
Let us loose, boss.
No, he did write a blog. He said I called Drake overrated. We both called Drake overrated.
I do think
and he
Drake's
chose.
overrated.
Yeah, he chose not to go after you, but it is what it is.
So
it's all good.
So where's everyone on the rider status? Hank, you're all the way back into being a rider, 100%. Dave,
No, I'm not a rider. I'm not animosity. I'll see how this year plays out.
Okay. I think
A lot happened. A lot happened.
A lot happened.
People forget it's less than a year ago that he quit.
I
Made
took
a
his
fake
key
job, harassed an employee's wife. I mean, a lot happened. A lot happened.
Got a few chips since.
Yeah.
And it's
Drug-free,
been a
celebrated,
good. This has
yes.
been that incident for whatever reason was your rock bottom,
Yeah,
and
you got to bottom out.
and
It's the
and you've
opposite
been
of
better
Jackie and
since
Fran.
then.
Instead of getting shot in the booting projects, what you guys?
I think I'm pretty close to being a rider again. I'm like almost there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got a lot of big exams coming up. It's football season.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I know I'm passing up to this point, but you got to ace the finals. You got to hit the midterms. You got to do the homework.
All right. Any other current enemies? What do you got?
Not many. Little League umpires, they suck.
Yeah.
Little League in general.
Yeah, it seems like you were miserable watching kids play
No, I'm not
baseball.
miserable. I mean, do you see the thing with the coach spreading his dad's ashes?
Third time in a row. Third year in a row.
He's like Bill Belichick. He took 3 straight teams from Nolansville to the Little League World Series. He's done it all 3 years. I didn't catch the first 2. This year, after the first pitch, it's like ball. He's like, time. Takes the whole team out. Left field, right field, they all come in. He's like, my dad would be so proud of you guys. He's like, he loves all this. He's burying the ashes in the mound. And the vision was also that there's a lot of those kids who didn't meet his dad. His dad died in 2018. And it was like a huge, like, look at me
Yeah, I
moment.
don't like
Very
that
bizarre.
move.
Yeah.
I don't like
my
that
dad
move.
said this. I didn't know this. There's only certain places you can
I did think speaking
spread.
of Little League.
I was telling the story.
Speaking of Little League.
It's got to be both ways.
Speaking of Little League. No, it's
This-
not both ways.
All right, yeah, you're right.
Speaking of Little, because your story, we got it. It was going on too long.
Well, you can't spread ashes in
Speaking of
certain
Little
places.
League.
Well, no, duh. You
Safety.
can't-
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, what if you spread ashes on a murder scene?
Yeah. That's bad.
Speaking of Little League, I did think it was a little odd that you went to Aruba during like the Little League World Series, since that's one of your
That's your
big
beat.
lanes.
Yeah.
Brought my laptop.
Women's college basketball.
Was in the
Little League World
rankings,
Series.
banging
Those are
out
the two things
TikToks,
you-
watched every
Has he
game.
got his-
No, he hasn't got it.
No, but has he got his Nate Oates? Too?
Oh, no.
What?
Well, we're going to Alabama, Texas for college football show.
Right.
We want Nate Oates on the
Game
show.
day will be there the same day. You are best friends with Nate Oates.
If you don't get us Nate Oates,
It's a big problem.
big problem.
Now, in full disclosure, Dave and I have said some things about Nate Oates, but we're professionals. We can do a professional show.
We want. We haven't said anything that ESPN wasn't talking
Is
about.
he going to
during
walk into like a...
It's
What
at
I just said,
Alabama.
we're
Good fellas.
professionals.
It's
We're
at Alabama.
professionals.
It's at Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
Will you let us?
I'll make the call. You
You
realize
make the
that he
call? Well,
he
no,
re-
no,
will
we don't
report
need the
to
call.
a compliance team, like a PR team, like...
Oh, we're doing that now.
No, I'm
They got
just saying.
where's that team keeping the kid up? The guy, the murderer there. He's playing basketball now.
Let
We're worried
Nate
about
Oates-
the PR team just doing a little interview with us.
Let Nate Oates know that neither Dave and I are going to be carrying guns. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we want Nate Oates. He's going to probably go on game day because it's going to probably be there. Our show is later in the day.
He's the best coach in the country.
So get him on the show.
Okay.
How many Elite Eights has he been to?
None.
Oh, that's interesting.
No,
Best
but
coach
he's
in the
building.
country.
He's
Never
building.
been to an
He's
Elite
building.
Eight.
You got to get to a Sweet 16 before you get to a championship.
Right, but you do criticize
ask.
other coaches who haven't gotten far.
Yes.
And then your two main guys are
Right.
Nate Oates and then has Fred McCaffrey gone to the Sweet 16?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, interesting.
I got a lot of coaches that I'm
That
friends
seems
with.
weird.
There might be one in the building tonight.
Fran's the anti-American guy that you then
No.
became
That's
friends
Fran
with.
Fraschilla.
No, Fran Fraschilla. That Rico says
Oh,
that
Fran
the
McCaffrey,
media
Iowa.
His sons are all good kids.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Right, but he's never. I'm just asking for consistency
Yeah.
because I know that I root for a guy who maybe has been bounced a couple times, and you do a song and dance, and then you're
Right.
like, Fran McCaffrey's a great coach. Never been to the second weekend of the
Yeah,
tournament.
you got to hold yourself accountable.
Were you upset that you weren't invited to the March Madness streams?
No, I knew I mean, well, yeah, you can only send a certain amount of people.
Well, that's you were coming off. I mean,
yeah, that too. Right.
Yeah. And how's the internal beefs with Brandon and Titus? All good?
0.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
0.
That's good. This feels like we're building something. This is
You know,
why I'm close
I-
to being a rider again.
you know who's the big rider? Za.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because when you harass an employee's wife,
Maybe,
I was getting a
maybe
I was
pregnant
taking
wife now that we know.
maybe congrats, who knows? I was taking the temperature of the company, because at some level, it's like,
Can't lose the locker room.
Yeah, and I'm like, Za, what do you think? He's like, it's awful, but I'm a rider. I like Rico, so I try to give him another chance.
Shout out Za. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And I take Za's opinion very seriously.
All right, so what else? Anything else that you want to, clean up before we get into week 0?
Nah.
Pick 'em?
Yeah.
Hank, how are you feeling?
Eventful offseason,
overall.
obviously.
I feel good. I feel like Rico's grown a lot. We had a lot of long talks that have never gotten through to his head, and I feel like the one we had after, he left and came back, he's been listening. He's been doing everything that we asked, and it's been good.
Yeah, I've made a lot of calls apologizing.
I was thinking we must have had a rough and rowdy because I was in Providence when I got the call from Dan. You'll never believe it. And
no,
I think
we were together.
Yeah.
No.
You
I
and
wasn't.
Hank all showed up at
No,
the
I
same
wasn't.
time.
You called. I was in a
I
pizza
might have
shop.
called you before I got there.
What's that? I was in a pizza shop.
I drove to Rough and Rowdy and talked to Rico for 3 hours
And so did
on
I.
the way there.
Yeah, no, I got a call, and you said you're never gonna believe it. I go, Rico wants his job back. This was like 24 hours after.
It's gonna be an award-winning documentary.
And he was calling me back and just being like,
Market.
there's no hard feelings.
love you guys.
Let's stay in touch. I'm like, I'm not. I think I said no. I'm not gonna stay in touch with you. Like, I have no hard feelings, but I have no interest in staying in touch.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
said, the 30 for 30, like 48 hours of Boston.
It's going to be an award-winning documentary.
I
There's going
want-
to be a bidding war. With streaming, there's definitely going to... That should be a bidding war.
I've already got I've written the opening. It's just you sitting down in front of the camera and then zooming into your eye, and then inside your head, Millmore will do an entire graphic of a bunch of Ricos yelling at each other. And
That's
it's just
what
like
it was,
A
dude.
circus,
It was
like
bad.
one Rico lighting another Rico on fire, another Rico punching another Rico in head, like one Rico sitting in the corner blocking people. It's just like, this is what's going on in this guy's head.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I also love getting the monthly blogger updates. That's great. Every
Yeah,
time
you've
I'm
been
like, I wrote
crushing
check. I'm like, is he on there?
So
Always is.
it makes a big difference. He always took that as somehow an insult when I'm like, blog, it will help. But no, that goes a long way. No
Yeah,
doubt.
you can. I've written some stuff about personal life on there and, as well and stuff like that. It's a good release. You're right. You do what you do well. Like, I was a good writer. It's a good release. It keeps you relevant, and you can also learn how to spin that into like TikToks. And there's a ton of
Blogging-
people there willing to help you with that. Like, it all works out. Helps your profiles.
A ton is accurate and too many, and that's what we're going to fix.
What was that?
You said there's a ton of people there to help you with TikToks. I said correct. That will be fixed.
Okay.
But no, the blog has always been. Even I've written a couple blogs. The blog, for people underestimate how good the blog is to connect to the audience.
The amount of views when you see the reports are crazy too.
It's what I tell everyone who comes to Barstool. It's like, you don't understand the blog was how anyone who got a big following back in the day like, we didn't do podcasts or
Right.
videos.
And it's crazy
I should've
because
started a long
we've
time ago.
almost, not to go full circle, but when I started Barstool and all the gambling companies like, get us off the internet because there's so much fucking noise, we've almost gone full circle where writing, you can now differentiate because everyone's doing video, pods, there's so much of the other stuff, TikTok. People who sit down and write a good blog, there's not too much of it.
There's a bunch of dudes that got to take a shit at work every day.
Yes.
That's your audience. Thousands, millions. I will say, just to finally put a nice bow on this, last year I despised being around you. This year, like, since you came back, I enjoy your company again.
Big
That is the
compliment.
biggest thing.
Big
like, I
compliment.
enjoy being around you and like busting balls and having fun.
Yeah, I think I was aware of that as well, obviously. And try not, like, if you notice, like, like, even the littlest thing, I'm like, no, I'm not trying to piss you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was a fucking dildo.
Yeah.
Scumbag, asshole, motherfucker.
All of it.
Yeah.
all
All
of it.
those. All those. All right. So, anything else, Hank, from you? You feeling good?
Excited. I'm
Will you
excited for
let
Rico in
Rico?
Chicago.
Will you let Rico stay at your apartment?
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Chicago, that's what I keep hearing about Hank. He's going to save the Chicago bar.
Yeah,
Gonna try.
we're gonna do it. You're gonna get in there, Rico.
Hank
You're gonna
Castle.
shake
close
some
it?
hands. You're gonna shake some hands.
It's the only bar that the other bars are all murdering it. Chicago probably because the area a little bit, but
Murder.
What about revamping the DJ list?
Oh, okay. Maybe Rico DJs.
No, I would get my guys in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Try anything.
I'm open to it.
Theme night Thursdays. What
Just
about
make it
hiring
DJs West.
some of the DJs guys as consultants? And when they ship up in the summer, we put them all over here and they go through the winter. Theme nights, shake that butt, the whole thing. We get the whole thing. Bond solid promotion.
You gotta have shake
Charlie,
that butt.
Kipples does this thing during happy hour. You wouldn't know because you still haven't
Can
gone.
you get Alex Earl there? Well, that'll help.
Yeah.
You
Went to
can?
West. I can definitely make some calls.
So you can get Alex
I can
Earl to the
definitely
Chicago.
make some calls.
Hold on. Let me just make sure
can
this is
definitely
clear.
make some
you
calls.
can get Alex Earl to the Chicago bar. You can't get Nate Oates to come to our show.
I just found out about both.
Which one would you say is more likely?
Because it's for the company. I'm
They're both
definitely
for the
going to work
company.
harder
They're
on
both for
Nate
the- they're
going
both for the company.
to game day.
Okay.
They're both for the
We need Nate Oates.
Okay.
and Alex Earl.
Need.
If I see him on game day and not our show, it's going to be you.
All right.
I'm just saying. You're his
There's
best
a
friend.
shot I have dinner with him that week.
Don't say shot. Don't say shot with him. Don't do that.
There's a chance he's speaking at a clinic that week.
No, nice.
Yeah, but we got pick him on Wednesday, so I can't attend the clinic. I'm going to have to go to the dinner the
You're
night
going to Ed
before.
Cooley us.
No. I know my priorities. Got to go to pick him.
Okay. All right. Why don't you do the other
Cal
ad,
Perry's there, too.
and then we'll start. We'll talk some ball.
Did you send it, Liam? Yo, what's up? Dave gave the green light. Set up a Zoom for tomorrow. We're back up.
Wait, who's he calling?
Do that ad, Rico.
We could do whatever we want, yeah.
Wait, no, he didn't.
Who is that? The terrorist?
No, my top guy.
Wait, but
Oh, hold off?
On what? I don't like.
You said you don't mind us mobilized.
what?
I don't know what.
What
that
does this mean?
I'm waiting on the go ahead. You want us
Put it on
mobilized or
speaker.
not?
Put it on speaker.
No.
Hold. Stand by and stand back.
All right, stand by, stand back.
Yeah, you
I
know,
thought the boys would be
mobilization.
excited.
No, we have no enemies right now.
Okay.
All right. That's my top guy.
All right.
I know your top guy. I love your top
He's
guy.
the best.
But stand by and stand back.
All right, stand by, stand back, Saul.
All right. I'll let them know. All right.
All right. All right, thanks.
We can't. No, we can't mobilize right now.
There's no wars going on.
Right.
You emailed it, Liam?
Just have them ready, but that doesn't mean ready is like
Okay.
because when you get them all the way ready, they can't stop.
No.
Right.
Right. So we don't want them
So
ready.
we don't
They're
want
like
that.
the 300.
Right. We don't need that going on right
and we
away.
have no enemies right now.
Right.
That I'm aware of.
You don't? I thought you were always kind of going at people. All right.
Yeah, but there's nothing like top of mind right now.
There's no like.
I'm internally. I'm going at our own internal people.
Oh well, Rico can mobilize against that too.
I know he can.
He's got a lot. He's got a lot of stripes on his. He's fought a lot of wars internally.
That he can't do. Like that he's not.
But if you need him, just
Right.
say the word.
But yeah.
What about walking around with you, like mimicking? You start when you yell at the people, at least.
what?
Never mind.
Was that a bit?
No, it's not a bit. It's just like if he's gonna be yelling at the people, you walk around behind them.
You?
Is
No.
you gonna copy Dave?
No, I don't know what that was. Read your ad.
Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, created by fans for fans. Game Time is the ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. I went to Stevie Nicks, Billy Joel over the summer, a couple of Met games. Game Time, obviously the best thing we got going. It's possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds. And once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle and enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PICK'EM, P-I-C-K-E-M, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Okay, good job. By the way, shout out Cane's. We went to Cane's
Yeah, very
this
good
morning.
donut.
Great donuts. They also
Stella Blue?
are Stella Blue coffee. They have everything. That's the only coffee they sell, and they've been great to us. We've been great to them. Great Cane's donuts. Go check it out. There's one downtown here, and then two in Saugus. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have the trophy? Oh no, I asked for the trophy.
Yeah, but on the flight and the bus, I'm not letting somebody spill something drunk on it. You're updated.
Okay, I'm updated.
You're
So,
updated.
2020 champ is me. 2021 champ is Dave. 2022 champ is me. Tough year all around. I went 51.7. Dave 47.7, Rico 46.2.
Yeah, it's
Ice cold. I was ice cold down the stretch.
Also, Dukes won the Bob Diaco
Yes.
trophy. So do we have that updated too with the Mortal Locks?
We got to get the pieces. I got to get pieces on the
So
side.
no.
The thing is, no, but
That's a no.
so this the way that trophy was laid out. Shout out Sir Collect a Lot. Like the display, there is.
Oh, Sir Collect a Lot. I got a little beef with him.
What happened?
He made those figurines
Oh.
for me, the Davey Day trader, and I bought them. And like I posted it. We did a raffle, 20 grand. I ended up the 30 grand bid didn't pay, so 20 grand somebody paid for it, won it. But I was posting it, and then he was just in my ass for promotion, and under everything he put 1 million like Sir Collect a Lot. This is the record. I'm like, buddy, just get out of my asshole. Like I paid for him. I will give you a shout out, but you every time I post it, you're underneath anyways. Yeah. And by the way, I paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's yours. He does do great work.
He does. So the way that's
Big
laid out with the
stoolie.
glass case,
Huge stoolie. And the Bob Diaco trophy is
it's
immaculate.
awesome. There's nowhere to put it, so I got to go
fucking
get
yell
it
at him.
on the side, and I'm gonna figure out. I think I'm just gonna Velcro the
So what
spots.
took so long though? This was done last year.
I don't want to fuck up the trophy, and we all decide on where it's gonna go. Like I don't want to deface the. I'll figure it out. We got to go get the. I'll get it on there.
Okay. Sounds like we don't got it.
Are we gonna get it to Chicago?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Pat Hill the first week on the plane.
Okay.
So no, go ahead.
What?
No,
Go ahead.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no.
Go
Why-
ahead.
How it can get to Chicago, but I can't get here.
I also had to carry the tux in the bag.
Right. So when you
And
go to
somebody
Chicago,
could
you
steal
don't
it, we-
know,
like,
whatever.
you leave it in
All
a
right,
room, it
okay,
is-
fine.
yeah.
No big deal. It's
right.
not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay. So you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. All right.
always
So Dukes won the Bob Diaco. We do have to talk about who is going to keep records this year because Dukes is staying in New York, so we need someone new. I have a couple names. One name was already shot down, which I agree with Hank. I said it would be funny if White Sox Dave did it, but I don't know.
Smart, Hank.
Yeah, Hank was like,
Dave
no,
would murder him.
no.
Literally murder him.
I think Malasek is a good Dukes replacement. A little smarter than Dukes. Went to Virginia, likes college football. He'll be in Chicago. I think he might be the guy.
What about Smacky Jables?
Oh, Smacky Jables could do it.
Just got responsibilities downsized.
I don't know
a
who
little
that
bit.
is.
Jack McCarthy.
Jackie Tables. Smacky Jables. Go on.
He could
Go
do
it.
it.
Who do you want?
Yeah, I think
Malasek?
McCarthy.
Okay, McCarthy. So McCarthy will be in it.
I'm just throwing out guys. Malasek's my guy too, but yeah.
What does Jack McCarthy say at the club? Hey, babe, you want to
What's
get
up, hon? You want to get verified? You know about gambling? Like this bottle
want
of
some
New
bonus
Amsterdam?
And the best part about Jack McCarthy is Rico does his bit. It makes me laugh every time. But the only time I've ever heard of Jack McCarthy and Rico going out together was at the Final Four. And Jack McCarthy told me that they were trying to get into a party, and Rico said, "My client is in there," talking about a Kansas player to try to get into the pump party.
No. Don't
Oh,
deface me like
okay,
that.
all right.
No.
You're in the pump
I'll
party.
get you into the pump party.
Okay, I don't want to go.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about. What's the pump party?
It's the biggest party out at the Final Four every year.
Where's
And
Final
you're
Four
just
this year?
stalking people
No,
there?
I'm not stalking people. People, hey, you
How
coming
many
to the pump party?
headlocks?
Coming
How
to
many
the pump party?
headlocks at the pump party?
Not as many as the World Cup game.
I mean, he
in
did a great job
Boston.
booking guests for Barstool Radio. We got to give
Yeah,
him
he did.
some credit for that.
Right.
He did.
Final Four.
Yeah, we saw Bruce Pearl down
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Or South Carolina. North Carolina.
What?
Yeah, we did.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew. Yeah, I'm tight with his son.
He didn't.
What do you mean? I had to remind him. Yeah, he's got a lot going
no,
on.
he didn't.
Then he got it right away. Oh, you mean behind me?
Yeah.
What did he say? Yeah.
He's like, what? Like Rico from Barstool.
No.
Oh, no.
Hey, coach, you don't deface my intros. Hey, coach, you got a lot going on. You might not remember me. Rico from Boston. Oh, yeah. He said.
Pump party.
That's where I met him.
Yeah,
For
right.
the first
So,
time.
hey,
We interviewed him before. Yeah.
Pump party.
Pump party.
Pump party's
Yeah.
where it's at.
It's huge. Yeah, I'll get. You want to go?
no.
Okay. A lot of networking.
A lot of that.
College basketball coaches.
They like you. You talk to them. It's a good party too.
No, it isn't.
It's not.
No, those parties always suck.
No, they were great.
They were great.
I thought it was a great party.
Yeah, because you like networking with high school and college coaches.
Yeah.
I don't.
And for what end? Like you network with them, and then we can't get the guy on game day.
Is Bosco A1 coming back?
Bosco one's coming back.
Oh hell yes, love Bosco in one. Okay, what are our big thoughts about college football? You got some futures?
Yeah, I do.
These don't count for the record.
No, you want the national title?
Sure.
Badgers.
What?
What?
Okay.
What?
Wisconsin Badgers.
All right.
75-1. Somebody's going to have to win that other side of the Big Ten. New offense, Fickle, Mordecai.
All right, I'm going to have to bet it.
Lineman back, Wisconsin. This is the year.
Their schedule does, like,
They're
very
going to be
well,
5-0 against going into Iowa.
or
That's
Illinois.
the first test.
Illinois.
I think Iowa's the first test.
Is it Iowa, Illinois, Ohio State? That's the 3 in a row.
It's Iowa first, yeah.
Yeah.
They get a look at Ohio State. I like that. I think they're going to play them close, and they'll get them back in the Big Ten championship game. We know that the playoff committee loves to go too big.
Wait. What?
They play Ohio State during the year.
And
Correct.
then you said they'll get a look at him again in the Big Ten championship.
Okay, they get a look at them during the season, and then they obviously have to beat them.
Yeah,
So in
yeah.
that championship game, they will.
I guess,
You're not
I guess,
understanding
I guess
what he's
my
saying.
question
What are you
is,
saying?
Ohio State hasn't been in the Big Ten championship in 2 years.
Oh, right. I wasn't getting that.
And
You're right.
You're not. I know you
You're
were.
right.
I know
And
you
quite
were.
and quite frankly,
You're right.
they're not the highest ranked team in the Big Ten.
Well, I think we should do away with preseason polls, but you're right.
So-
Michigan has the right to that side. If I redact, if Ohio State gets there, they will have had a look at it. But Michigan is the favorite to get there, 100%. Because Ryan Day's getting his lunch served to him, 100%. And
Yes.
I never thought that was going to happen.
So that was a little
One of my
arrogant.
favorite things to
that
do
was
was bet
quite
Ohio State
arrogant.
in that game.
You sound like Fat Ev there, like, oh, a Big Ten champion. Like Michigan is going to be very, very, very good this year.
Ohio State will be good
It's their
too as
best
well, yeah.
chance.
Yes.
It's their best chance.
Yeah.
They have and genius for Harbaugh to take those 3 games.
Yep.
Did you see next year's schedule? So the initially they were going to do a 4-game suspension.
Right.
And they walked away from the table.
No, it's
And
self-imposed.
then he self-imposed a 3-game suspension. Next year they open the year Fresno week 1, Texas week 2.
right?
So it's
I
genius.
knew that because I went on the rant when Brandon Walker is saying they don't schedule good teams. It's like, well, they schedule the thing 10 years in advance.
Right.
You don't know who's good.
That's
We
always
have
how it goes. yeah.
Texas, like in teams that were supposed to be good, were not good when Michigan played.
Right.
Hawaii.
Hawaii's generally decent.
Right. Connecticut.
Colorado State.
These are powerhouses that weren't.
Decent.
They just had down years.
What do you? Those are Colorado State and Hawaii is no walk in the park generally. What do
They
you
got to
for
come
that?
into Ann Arbor too.
Yeah.
Scheduled Texas. We used to play Notre Dame. Notre Dame quit.
Right.
That's true. I mean, I don't know what I don't think Wisconsin will win that.
I don't either, Dan,
That's
but
not-
it's a flyer.
I'm being honest.
I have
I'm
one
very
future
excited
that's a
about
flyer.
this
On a limb.
season. I'm very excited about this season. Couldn't be more excited about a season. They're changing everything. Luke Fickell is that guy.
Mordecai.
Mordecai is that guy. But
I've done Wisconsin futures before. I think this is the year.
okay.
I'd like it. 75-1. I'm not going to go with the boring ones. Let's go with Wisconsin. Let's
What's
do
your
it together.
What's your Heisman pick that you'll give everyone that you won't
I'll
put
wait.
in?
I'll day trade it.
Okay.
I got Wisconsin over 8.5 wins. I
Mm-hmm.
got them to win the Big Ten 9-1, playoff 11-1.
I don't like how much you're doing this.
I think they're really, really good.
Okay.
South Alabama is probably my favorite win total, over 7.5. Win the Sun Belt 275. Louisville over 8.5. ACC 10-1. Oregon State over 8.5. Pac-12 12-1. Arizona under 4.5. SMU over 8.5. AAC plus 350.
I got a question. How is your Reds future going?
Not great. Cubs
Okay.
really smashing them.
Because
But
you tweeted
yeah.
about the Reds nonstop for like 2 weeks.
They're
there.
still very fun to watch, and it's that race is going to go right down to the end.
Okay.
But yeah, 17-1.
How have you been doing baseball season?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
like above.
Okay.
Dogs of the day, winners. Zach Gallen Day every week. Shout out, he won last night again. Like, pretty good at baseball.
Okay.
Fade the Mets anytime they got a minus sign against them. They don't deserve to be favored against fucking anybody.
So you have Wisconsin. Who else in the playoff?
Probably boring. Michigan,
Wait, what?
Georgia, and
Does that make sense?
Michigan, Georgia, and
2 seconds ago, you had Wisconsin beating Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
Hey, I can learn to change. I was wrong.
Okay.
I am looking right now. Ohio State plus 700, Michigan plus 850 for the national title.
Right.
So
And then probably
Is that must
Alabama,
just
I
be
don't know.
because wait, no, the game's in
or was yeah.
Ann
Ann
Arbor
Arbor.
this year.
Yeah, yeah. Reputation, I guess, over the long haul.
Yeah. All right. Should we talk week 0? Do you have
Sure.
any other big picture college football stuff?
Nah, I don't like this conference realignment.
I'll say a couple. I think Michigan is going to be very good, but USC 16-1 and Florida State 25-1. Those are
Ooh.
two picks that I think.
Florida
are pretty
State, you're gonna know right away.
good. Florida State, that quarterback is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they got
He
LSU.
came back.
He came back.
Yeah.
That's the right away from the get go. It's the best game we got next week.
The quarterback's so good.
I I feel like Alabama is getting slept on this year, which is crazy to say because they are Alabama. But it feels like every year that someone, I think it's like 4 out of the, how many has Saban won? 6 at Alabama?
I think so.
I think 4 out of 6 of the times they've won it, they've been picked not to win the SEC.
Yeah.
So it's like this
loves
is
it.
it's-
Georgia's the heavy favorite. Alabama's too, though. They're
Yeah.
the second pick.
It's a big, like, no one's expecting a lot. I think they're going to go back to old school Alabama, run the ball, play defense, run the ball. I would just throw that out there. Okay.
Pac-12's better than people think. It's a shame that conference.
There's all the quarterbacks are back.
dude, loaded. And they got the new one from Clemson at Oregon State.
Ungalagalego.
Yes.
horrific.
He's not good.
I think he maybe gets a second chance. He finds a new environment. He can be okay.
So bad. So bad.
All right.
He's very bad.
Cam Rising's great at Utah. I don't know if
Great.
he's playing next week.
Cam Rising's great.
Cam Ward is good for
Ward's very
Washington
good.
State.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix has turned himself into a star at Oregon.
Michael Penix.
Penix. Yep, Penix. I like that. If he plays bad, Penix.
Penix, yeah.
Yeah. They're got a great conference. And then UCLA is being slept on as the 6th or 7th team in that conference. And they got a 5-star quarterback that people are like, watch out for this kid. Wait till he gets going. With Chip Kelly calling the plays. Pac-12's super entertaining this year.
Yes. I'm excited. This is going to be I feel like this is going to be the best college football season because it's all the same old rivalries before everything changes.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of like blood rivalries now.
Yep.
Like all these teams
Like
playing.
you played in the last one.
Right.
Yeah, the last one
right,
that mattered.
Right. Get them the last time. Okay, so should we do anyone want picks this week?
I just have USC. I think USC wins by 1 million. That's
I
all
also
I got.
I also have USC minus 30.5. What's their team total?
48.5.
Oof.
I also like the first quarter minus 6.5.
Okay.
I think it's going to move probably by kick to like.
This is everything that Lincoln Riley loves.
Yes.
30-point
Old
favorite.
school, old school.
Put
One
up-
of my favorite bets every year was just
Oklahoma.
taking Oklahoma versus Tulsa
Yep.
and just watching them put up like 60 points.
Yeah, it's a lot. Team total 48.5.
Who's
I
the
like
quarterback
that as
at
well.
USC?
Caleb Williams.
He's back?
Yeah. Remember? Rico had him to win the Heisman.
I
Kicked
didn't
him
know
to
he
the
came
bridge.
back. I
Hit
guess
the
I should have
bridge.
known
Couldn't
that.
place it.
Yeah, so they'll win that game by 9,000 points.
Yeah, I love their team total. I love their first quarter as well.
All right, what are your picks this week?
I'll take that. USC first quarter. USC team total over 48.5. Vanderbilt team. You know what? Let's make that the lock. Navy plus the 20.5. I think Navy's going to be pesky against Notre Dame in Dublin. They're also changing the offense. They're adding a couple of wrinkles. They're relying on the triple option, but they're going to throw it a little bit.
No.
Quick passing game. Quick passing from what I'm reading. I think Navy
No.
stays in that game.
No.
I think Navy stays in. And then the lock of the week would be Vanderbilt team total over 36.5. Hawaii is horrific. I hit their win total last year under. They are probably the worst team, one of the worst teams in the country.
I'm curious.
I think Vandy hangs it when Vandy
I
hangs
could see
it.
why having somewhat of a bounce back. They were in an all sorts of fucked up situation because they coaching change.
There he is.
Timmy Chang now. What's up?
Thought we were
Right,
bringing a special guest.
I like Timmy Chang.
Yeah, I think he can't be any worse.
Whitney's here.
What's up, guys?
What's
What's up?
How's this going?
Great.
Good. He almost
I know.
Doesn't sound,
No, it is. It's been going well. I
yeah.
mean,
but like,
He almost made the call to rearm all the riders to like start attacking people again. We had to shut that down.
I think this is dead without rearming the riders.
Ooh.
But I say that in a sense of this is dead if he's not a psychopath.
Yeah.
I-
We
no,
addressed
he was always psychopath.
Yeah,
but
exactly. But he's not anymore, correct?
He's
like,
not.
is he not? I don't know, but
Right. But he.
but he kind of
Like,
needs to be.
We did this years without it going to the harassing employees' wives and stuff like that. That's a
possibly
level.
pregnant.
Yeah, possibly. That's a level we can't have. So
But
it
that's
was
like that line where
No,
it's
that-
like
no. That's not a line though.
sick,
Whit.
sick
That's not a
fuck,
line.
not harassing buddies' wives.
Yeah.
But
No, he's
right
always said
there,
that,
without
yeah.
the right there,
He
this
said
thing's
be
dead.
a sick fuck.
Get right to the ledge.
It's like, how far can you go before police possibly get involved?
Correct. That's an unanswerable question.
But that's the show.
Right.
One of the best shows we got.
Where's the trophy?
Oh, that's interesting. It didn't make it here.
What?
Yeah. And
No, dude.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
updated it. I have
Let me
the. I
ask you a
fucking have the
Whit.
talks. Like you only get a carry on
Whit.
and a personal item.
Wait, let me
How
ask
do
you
I
a question.
justify that?
If
What?
Weren't you on a bus?
No, I got the flight because we had this. Luckily, but I got the bus back.
If Bosco had won last year,
The Fang
do you
Wei
think the
on
trophy
my
would be
back.
here?
The trophy would have been carried in by the armed National Guard had Bosco won the trophy.
That's interesting because I won last year, so the
Congrats.
trophy's not here. Thank
Congrats.
you.
It's
Thank you.
updated.
So no, it's a good point. Does the show
Like
go
this
to
show is like,
He's got a.
but it's
Now,
like
he wasn't
this
on
is
the
your
show in the beginning. You got to remember that. We had years without him being involved, and then he.
know, but then the show kind of exploded.
But here's the thing, and people haven't got it. It's not planned. So it's like, he's in therapy. He's on meds. His brain's a little bit
Are
tamer.
you on meds?
Yeah.
No, not. I can't get the fucking lady to call me back. I'm not on the meds. And I gotta find the new therapist because the guy he talked too slow.
Okay, so
Yeah,
no
I
meds,
forgot to bring that up.
no
He
meds,
talked too
and no
slow.
therapist right now. We're looking at
He fired
that line.
He fired his
He
therapist
talked,
because he talked
too, slow.
too slow.
And he talked about himself too much.
Oh,
That is strange. That
I mean-
therapist talks about himself, though.
would you rather talk about yourself or talk about this guy?
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the side of this show being successful. If that
It
means
has.
you
Well,
going
it's always
back to
gonna
the dark
be.
side,
Yeah, all right.
Like, do you think
No,
people
no. Do not arm them.
Don't.
Don't.
don't
Put
have
on
them go?
speaker at
Who
least.
we
Worse than
calling?
Whitney now.
Put
my
on
top guy.
speaker at least.
We'll just report to Whitney.
No, don't.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing, Wet.
Yeah, we changed it. We're back up.
No,
we
no.
report to Whitney now.
No.
I'll give you the
Do
Zoom
you want
details. We'll
this?
talk on Thursday.
No.
Hold
Get
on.
them. Get the
Whitney,
guys.
hold on.
Get them riled
Keep 'em
up.
on the phone.
Get them amped up. They're excited.
Wit, hold on.
Whitney thinks this is a joke. That's the thing. You come in and out of this show, you think it's a joke.
We're not talking about the show right now. We're the Barstool show. We're talking about Pick'em and the survival of Pick'em. And if this thing's to be successful, mount up, grab them again.
Big fan, Whit. Good to hear from you.
Thank you. But let's get past that. Mount up. It's time to arm and re-engage.
No. Re-engage who?
This is coming from up.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It is not coming from upstairs.
It's coming from the man who knows for this show to survive, we got to go dark. We got to go dirty.
But now you're responsible.
No,
You're
don't-
responsible for
Whitney,
any blood.
We're like
But
Tony
if,
B.
If anyone finds
Tony
out
B went
my
out on his
wife's
own.
name and it harasses her, I'm off. I'm done.
Whitney, I mean,
Peace.
it is
That's
funny.
fair.
like-
Because that sounds fair.
I mean, they have a file. I'm sure they have a file on all of
100%.
us.
But you think
They're just like,
this
we need
isn't
to-
like,
Okay,
I mean,
Dave,
all
do
right.
you think, like,
I'll hit you.
I'll hit you. I don't think that you necessarily want this, but this show is a big part of this whole business, I feel like. And without him being crazy, like, I don't know if this show survives. That's
yeah,
all I'm
but you're
saying.
not on those
Like,
calls
oh,
with
like,
Cons
Carson
and
Beck
well,
looks great
he's
for
harassing
Georgia,
my wife,
sweet.
and like, if Big T doesn't do this, he's dead. Like, there are certain. Like, you can come in, it's nice. You can come in and drop napalm and then go back to Chicklets world and not be here. This guy now is
But I'm
under
very
my
involved. I feel I listen to every show.
Right,
yeah.
but
I'm
this
Loyal
guy is
listener.
friends
now
with
un-
all you guys.
this guy
Yeah.
is now under my watch. So when if we push him to murder, he is quite literally capable of anything if he ramps back up.
In
do you think
fairness,
the
that's why I
woman-
avoided all those people for years. You're like,
You didn't
kept
avoid him, Rico. You went after him online.
No. They kept dangling
You
fucking.
avoided him publicly.
They kept dangling the 207 hitter, the cowboy,
No,
black,
he didn't.
fucking.
No, he
the
didn't.
Amish.
No,
I
we
avoided
didn't.
all of them.
Don't-
I don't want to
don't
be near him. I don't. You know
Don't forget
what,
about-
what I'm capable
Don't forget
of.
about
No,
the
he didn't.
redheaded
I
kid in
stepped
San
away
Francisco.
from that. Yeah, Red Rhino, $250,000 a year.
I mean,
To who?
Fucking.
You never gave
You
a
get
job.
that file yet?
He never gave a job to him.
What?
And Rico's like, we got Red Rhino out in San Francisco doing
he
nothing.
literally, I think he had him on the
He was a high
rundown
school
once, and he
kid.
was in the poor
He
fucking
was-
kid.
no,
Didn't
he
even
was
graduate.
quite literally in
kid.
high school.
He was
Shout out
in
to
high
Jack.
school.
Yeah,
like,
he's a
can't
great
hire
kid.
you. And Rico just goes around, oh, Red Rhino's
Great
gonna take
kid.
my job.
That was old days. But I was capable of knowing what I was, and so like, don't put me in the room because I know what I'm gonna do. But then they were like, you have no choice. Now you're going in these
Yeah,
rooms.
but
and that's when I went
it
nuts.
was the whole company essentially.
Not the whole company.
It was
just
pretty
the,
much-
the
it was-
non-factors.
It was 90% of the company.
Not 90%.
It was pretty.
RA's not a non-factor. You hated his guts for no reason.
not no
Wait,
reason.
why did he hate RA?
He used to say.
despised RA.
he
I
s-
don't know.
Yeah, we smoked it over.
Oh,
he
you
said
did?
when I yeah.
Oh, nice.
I also made a few. I had to make a call to Kirk. Apologize. Like I've made a lot of calls.
Now the thing I take away.
RA used to say he would hang up. He would shut his radio off the minute I called
Yeah,
Barstool
but he
Radio.
doesn't like your calls. I mean, that's no reason to go gunning for his like.
But that was all I
nephew.
had at the time. That was like, you're a pinch hitter. Oh, I hate his pinch hitting. Like that's all I got.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway from this is that woman who won't call you back to get you the meds, she needs to get on the goddamn phone.
This is a national emergency.
Well, now
This is-
you're being
yeah.
hypocritical. Do you want him on meds or not want him on meds?
I don't want him on meds, but I feel like a doctor should.
Well, yeah, but if
So, like, will you try to break him?
yes,
Okay, okay.
I know that.
So
yeah.
meds.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try. Yeah, listen, but I'm not gonna go out of my way like what you're doing, being like, get this. I don't. This army's crazy. Like just to be like, here, Taliban, you want some nukes? Like that's what you're basically doing here. He doesn't have control of them. Now will
That's a
they come
fact.
back? Does something
Oh,
happen?
you don't
Maybe.
control him?
No. Once
So
they're out.
that's the
Well, I
Once
was
they're
away
out-
for a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
But
now
once
you don't
they're
have
out-
a therapist and you don't have meds.
No, it's a
Well,
literally.
he talked too slow. He talked
It
too slow.
literally,
talk too slow.
it literally,
Himself.
not to keep using real world
so
examples,
slow.
but it is. It's like when the U.S., they think they have one problem, they fund like, Osama's bad. Let's give like these guys all the weapons. Then Osama's gone. You got equally bad guys with all these weapons. That's what you want to do, and then you have just people walking around the internet with weapons.
By the way, I love like the therapist talked about himself. The guy probably one day was like, "Yeah, my mom passed away." This week."
No, wait, every time. I'm like,
talk about yourself.
I'm like, I have
I gotta
trouble.
tell you about what David did
You
to
know
me
what?
last week.
Skip's doing to me.
I'm like, I have trouble with this. He's like, that reminds me of a case when I was doing that. And then it's 20 minutes. Like, buddy, I'm paying for an hour here. Like, he's taking a third of the time
Yeah, so
every
it's
week. And it
seven-
was slow. The 20 minutes turned to 35. It's like, can I talk?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're working so much. You need to get out of there quick.
It looks like you have a clear line in the sand.
Yeah, I kind of just want madness,
All
and
right.
I know you're a fucking creator of madness,
Yes.
but I also know it. Yeah,
I
it can
could
get a
do
little
I
extreme.
could
You can't
create
control
mad-
the atom.
You
Like
can't
the
con-
atom, it's one
yeah,
of those
it's like-
things.
you were kind of
Did you-
Oppenheimer. They were building
Yeah,
Rico in the movie.
and they're like, it may once it detonates,
Kill the
the
world.
world. Yeah, that is literally like where we're at. So it's like, do you want to risk that?
How hard have you had to control yourself from flipping out lately?
Not
or
as
sending
much.
sending an army member after somebody in the company.
Not as much.
So you still hate people there though.
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like hate.
You don't. He doesn't. When he shakes your hand, it's not. Yeah. Yeah. He's biting.
You think? And I don't do that to Whitney.
No,
No.
but I'm saying there's people you
yeah,
hate.
you like him.
Yeah, but I've learned that you don't have to let that consume you.
Nice, nice, yeah. Breathing.
But
Yeah.
that's what you don't understand. Whit is he can.
But here's the thing. In my defense, I was a guy who never could fake. Like to me, that's like faking it. Like doing the like, oh, just say hello
not
to him. And then,
harassing people.
You know,
No,
fake it
just
till
like-
you make
Yeah,
it. That's
you
saying.
you.
But I've learned
that's
you can
always
fake
faking it, but creating fake burner accounts and attacking people is not faking it.
that was a low point. Should've
Like
done
that.
it.
That's the thing about you. It's everything that came out of your mouth was a lie and hypocritical. like your man
things.
of honor, some things, and then Alabama, they're shooting people. You're like, well, win, and you're
Well,
like,
winning cures all.
you're just.
Well, he doesn't do that.
You've been better, but I'm not going to force you. I don't want people mounting up, and I'll be myself with you. And if you break, you break. I don't think you're going to break to the point.
Oh,
I don't know.
mentally strong.
You got it.
But Whitney rooting for you to like go
Not
right
fail.
back.
Just
No,
become. Great.
but we can acknowledge
Yeah, it's a fine line. I told you.
like he tried to murder Big T.
Yeah, he did. He did. It
There's
was a
no
it was
like
a rocket too.
Right. It
What a
wasn't like
cannon.
he tried to miss his head. If that honestly, I don't know where
I think it was
this,
broken orbital. Not
where
death,
would this
but
where would this company be if that hit him? I have no idea. Because honestly, people would have looked at two of the top guys, me and Dan, be like, you guys enabled this for over 2 decades and he finally killed somebody. You happy? As
no, but what if that
Big
ended
T
up
would
like
have had
being a
one of
good
those,
thing?
you know those cartoons with the like yo-yo eyes?
How you
Like
gonna spin that?
I don't know, man. Like, there's death in this office. Is how crazy this company is. Follow him, follow him, follow him.
Rico just kills everyone to get
There's
power.
like, yeah, there's like a long
Literally.
trial, and they're like, this Barstool guy's going away for
Documentaries,
life.
Covers of the Post. Yeah.
and that didn't even stop him, by the way. Like
No, that
that
no.
wasn't the
a
light
speed bump.
click moment where he's like, oh, I gotta no. It
That's
was
how you know I
know
needed
what?
fixing.
You
Yeah,
know
I
how
know.
selfish he is? The light click moment was when he quit and the job he thought he was going to didn't exist and he had to come
The fake job.
crawling back here.
The fake job.
So Kirk's old company.
Yeah, we were saying it's gonna. Dan has it right. It's gonna be like a documentary, like 72 Hours of Bosco,
Yeah.
30 for 30.
Untold on
Everything went down.
Netflix.
Yes.
The Bosco
It would
story.
be electric.
And then at the end, he's just sitting in the cell.
Yeah.
Solitary confinement.
That's my story.
I fucked up, Skip.
But I really like San Diego State over 6.5 wins this year.
But fucking that guy took San Diego State. He stole that pick.
So
did.
crazy. What happened? Why did he try to kill Big T? Well, Big T called him by his legal name. It's like so fucking.
No, what'd he do? He
fucked
called
up.
me Terrence.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
What?
That's how you know you need fixing.
Yeah, so I
No, it's not. Because you didn't fix then.
No, you didn't fix
You
that.
didn't fix
You
then.
didn't. That was
You
actually a
only
whole
fixed
other year.
when you realized you put yourself in a box and you couldn't open it. You quit our company and went to another job that didn't exist.
I don't think
and
I'm crazy enough to fake Zoom calls and telephone calls like with the people. Like, okay.
that job did not exist.
What was the timeline? Did you take the job that didn't exist and then mug Cons' wife, or was that
No, it was
before
before.
that?
It was before. It was
So
before.
so I understand. So you were like, I just can't be here anymore. I'm gonna kill someone. I don't want this to end in prison. And now you're back.
No, Whitney, what are you No, he thought he was getting more money. It had nothing to do with that.
What's
he
the contract right now?
Oh, he's year to year for
day.
life.
Year to year for life.
Life.
But there has
But he
been
al-
the statement of you'll have a contract
Right.
the rest of your life.
But the question now is
Money.
there a raise?
Yeah, money,
Oh
raise.
yeah. Which I remember we talked. He was like, "I need room to grow." That's true. I need to have growth. Like if you know it's this salary the rest of your life,
He has
That's
no
tough. I
option.
agree with that.
Even in the midst of all the fucking Penn, ESPN, us, all that, Dan was right in the middle of it. Like, you know what this means? Yeah. Bosco's gonna have to sing for his supper every single
Steve and
year.
I were just cackling like assholes. We're just like, Rico's going to be buried in 1-year contracts.
he saw the news. He saw the thing. Dave buys back Barstool. He's like, "Oh my god."
Well, he was in Aruba, so he was having a
Yeah.
good time.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
A 3-week vacation.
Sorry. Shouldn't have said that. Nice time though.
Yeah, maybe we can link up next year.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go
Oh,
down
yeah.
there.
Go on vacation together. But
Well,
yeah, that will
we'll
probably
only
be
go
the-
on the mandated week.
That will probably
go
be
week
the
of
next
4th of July.
That will probably be the next button when the contract really starts talking. That will be
When the bill
with
for
the
Aruba
number,
comes.
Yeah, the number that he
Yeah.
wants, the number that Dave's willing to do.
But basically, I know you guys have been here. Like
That you're-
the show,
yeah.
so your
What?
contract's
No.
year to year. So
I
this
said that I'd
show
help
has
you.
to crush
Yeah.
it. The show
Yeah.
has to crush it.
Right,
So it's like, but how does the show crush it?
right.
Well, I will give him credit. Listen, I've always been. He is blogging. It took him again. It took him.
John Smoltz went from a starter to a reliever. Like you can, there's always something left in the tank.
But you want to go? Don't you want to go?
No,
from
I'm
a
just saying to
reliever a
reinvent your
starter?
career.
Oh yeah, I mean the blogging. Yeah, you're a good blogger. Last season, that storyline was driving me crazy. You know, I'm a guy. I'm your guy. But like when he was like blog.
Oh, Whit would
no,
text me be like, I
blog,
can't
no.
believe
I
that
just
he didn't
kept
get
going.
it.
I go, Dan, why won't he blog? And
Every week.
he
I was
wrote back,
fucked up.
he goes,
I was on
"Whit,
drugs. I
don't
was
get it."
fucked up.
He took it as a personal insult.
We want
It's
like drugs.
No,
drugs?
drug-free
It's my,
society
it's
3.
my, yeah. I've actually never taken a drug. Maybe that's half my problem. But yeah, I equate it like I was fucked. Like you look
You're
at this guy,
fucked up.
yeah, like this guy showing up to work like fucking
was
drunk. This
addicted
guy's
to
drunk.
hate.
Yeah, I was just addicted to hate, literally. Cost
Yeah,
me my
and
job
it
at
kind of
CYO.
made you a little bit who you are, but I think you could still be great while not being addicted to
Yes.
harassing wives.
Yes.
Find that line.
Yes.
All right, who's your pick? Georgia. Did we get into
No,
that?
we picked Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Which, so, like, come on.
75-1. New coach,
Oh,
great
so you're just going
quarterback.
odds.
Well, you
Yeah.
put what $5 on me? You can't. What, you're not gonna bet it?
He probably didn't even
No,
bet it. It's
I'm
like
serious.
Caleb
Wasn't there a
Williams
bet
Heisman.
last year that he never?
Yeah, the Caleb
Mott
Williams
Bridge.
Heisman.
Well, I was
He
only
walking
loyal. I was
around.
loyal to one book. I
Yeah,
got
he-
fucked by
he-
the bridge.
What?
He was.
Oh, because you couldn't get in.
Verrazano?
Because,
Yeah, and that day, I was-
because
yeah.
you literally only had that one moment in time to put in a
It
future
moved,
and a Heisman
it moved
winner.
that quick. It
Yeah,
moved.
yeah, sure.
But the bet you said you had the whole
Yeah.
time you
He
had.
he did not
actually.
have it. He didn't.
I
have
was a
it.
victim of the bridge.
He didn't have it. Well,
Addicted to hate?
But he kept on talking
you
about
kept,
how he was
you kept
winning.
lying like you had it.
I always
Caleb
like
Williams,
helping
10
other
to
people.
1,
I
I
want
got
it
it.
for
No,
the
no,
guy.
no,
I
but
want it for the
there's
guy.
a difference
looking
between
great.
helping
I
people
want
and
it for the
taking
pal.
I mean,
credit.
what would you have said if we got to the Super Bowl and we did a whole stream and I was like, guys, I didn't actually get the Eagles bet in.
That's
It
bad.
actually
Yeah.
was just.
Yeah, I get it.
I
The
couldn't
bridge,
get it
the
in.
bridge traffic.
What? Yeah, the bridge traffic.
Right, you could have said bridge traffic months before
How did you guys
perpetuating
catch
this lie.
that he didn't have the
Because
best?
you can always tell. You start asking
You
for
just ask a
receipts.
question.
Let
You
me
ask
see
a
the receipt.
question,
Yeah,
and
right.
you keep going, and it's just.
What's the
not there.
cash out? Can you cash out? Oh, yeah, like, yeah,
Oh, well,
no,
yeah, it doesn't offer it right now. And then
It's old times.
They were 8-0. It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
No cash out yet.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this ticket. Oh, yeah, let me see the ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I got it on my other phone. The guy who saves every fucking, thing that's been said about him, Francesa Call, for the last 15 years doesn't have the ticket.
Yeah.
You have a library in there.
What are you
Yeah,
doing
it's-
in terms of thoughts on, like, I can add some new things I can do besides blogging? Like, do you have any ideas of what else you could do to raise
good
your
question.
like? You know what I mean?
Tell him.
Healthy debate.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
5
like,
minute 5 minute like opening monologue, or maybe 2 minute opening monologue. The guest comes on.
no swearing.
What do you mean?
Like you're healthy. Like healthy.
No,
as in,
the gimmick is.
I started saying healthy debate when we would get in arguments.
no, I said it.
Okay, he said it. Healthy debate.
Right.
I
yeah,
said
the
it.
whole thing.
I said it.
Yeah, healthy debate.
Healthy
Like,
debate.
The whole thing is.
But I
you
said
can be
it
like,
first.
this fucking team, they can't pass block to save their fucking lives. They're a bunch of pansies. Like, healthy debate. I hope they
That's not
they
a
all.
debate.
Okay, Dan.
All right.
We're
But-
workshopping the show, Dan.
Okay, all right,
Not
all
everybody
right.
has a star
Healthy
show.
debate. Healthy debate.
Okay, 3
healthy
stars.
debate.
Like,
healthy
This is a healthy debate.
Rather than
This is a healthy debate.
well, what like a
That
like
was
a TikTok
actually,
show?
you know what? That was actually healthy. It's the first time I've heard you not like if you're sitting with us three, be like 4 stars, the 4 big guys. It's the first time you've done that long time. You're like, I get it. Like, not everyone's a star because that was one of your major issues for a long time.
Yeah.
You thought me, you, and Dan were the same people.
Well, when
Well, you
get
wanted
those-
to be.
Yeah, I did.
And I respect you
I
wanting
read
it.
the paper. He's a 1 in electric. He's a 1 in a million character. He's a 1 in a gazillion guy. Those are all real things. First episode of Pick'em that was ever said, Dan's quote, this guy should have his own show. That's a
Healthy
fact.
debate.
That's something you never
So
forget.
that's-
Healthy
yeah,
debate.
you
Your
got-
biggest
goal
mistake
in
of
the
my
NHL,
life.
you get the
biggest
puck.
mistake.
Think about
Yeah.
you taking batting practice and Babe Ruth going, what a fucking swing. That's what fucking happened. Like, that's what fucking happened.
I know, but then Babe Ruth wasn't saying he's the same as me.
No,
He's
he
just
was
got a good
drinking
swing.
beers in the dugout and fucking smoking cigars. Yeah, I
Healthy debate.
Healthy debate.
I came up with healthy debate.
Babe Ruth would have been a
Healthy
burner
debate.
guy.
Healthy debate.
Yeah, so you have the guest, and then you can close it out with calls. The other thing is, if you don't have a guest, just for a straight half hour, everything healthy debate. Like, bring it, run the gauntlet. Like, I got this. Oh, this,
Can
this
we
sport's
now
tougher than
admit
whatever.
your
Run-
college basketball interviews were horrible?
Healthy debate.
Where?
Just a little stale.
Whenever you had college basketballs, I think it was you, like,
Oh, okay.
you thought you were like, a very serious college basketball mind. It was so boring, so dry.
Now, coach, when you drew up Ghost against Kansas in 2022, what was going through your head there? Talk me through that.
Like, just no place for us.
That was a question that
like
was just
Big
never
Ten
asked.
Net, like
We
Big
I
Ten
did the
Network.
research on a lot of guys.
Like
we were
Big Ten
asking
Network.
stuff.
Yeah, SEC network.
Yeah,
I was thinking
like
that.
We
in the
were
middle of the
asking questions
afternoon.
about stuff in their careers that they would then tell stories about. We asked Musselman about the time he coached our test. Like, we were definitely trying to ask off the grid questions.
Who's we? Like, are you trying to
When I
throw
was
people
doing-
under the bus?
No, I'm
now?
not. It was a part of a show. Now I just do Bosco and 1.
Bosco and 1. Can we book you on Bosco and 1?
Yeah, I'd love to do Bosco on 1 if there's a healthy debate involved.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, why don't we just get you on
Yeah.
healthy debate then?
Fair.
No, you won't-
I wanted to help your brand
You would
Bosco
be the
on
Dave-
1, but
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, no, healthy debate.
But I
now
think it's
is-
really good he's thinking of ideas to
Yeah.
up his brand,
Yeah.
right? Because if he can't
And-
snap
I
and-
reached out to
and
Gaz
it's
about
very-
TikTok numbers. Like, if I do this many, where
It's
would I
very
rank in the
different.
company?
That's good.
Like, let's
He's
go.
just-
that is
bar.
good.
Previously, he'd come in, he'd be like, I want to travel the country to go to, like, basketball games. I need, like, 30 producers. I'm going to need, like, 6 first-class tickets. It's like, I can't approve,
Right.
like, a show where it costs $1 million to do
Yeah.
a 10-second dry as paint episode.
He's like, I love Bama basketball. I want to go to San Quentin and see some of the players there. It's like, that was...
We're trying to get
No,
Nate
he's
Oates on,
improved. There's no
college
doubt.
football show.
Who?
We're going to Texas, Alabama.
Oh.
Nate Oates is most likely going to do game day. We're going to be there. Our show's after. Can he deliver us Nate Oates?
I feel like that's a big moment. I think
His
he can,
best
too.
friend?
I think he can.
Bad stuff about him. But
Well, I
we're
mean,
professionals.
his team was
Yeah.
involved
We're
in
professionals.
homicides.
do the best to make it happen.
We didn't really say anything fair. We were watching the rest of the country.
Right.
Like when a guy's involved in a homicide, maybe he shouldn't do the pat down when he comes
Yeah.
out for intros next game.
But then all those connections too, like one of the most powerful phones in the country, Final Four. Hey, we need some guests. We need some guests.
Pump party.
Who is the most powerful phone in the
I
country?
have one of the most powerful phones in the country.
Pump
Okay.
Pump party.
Well, actually, with all the riders on that phone and the
Yeah,
army,
that's
that is
true.
true.
You have an
Dangerous.
army.
Look at how many.
They just are those
And
all
if you
just
go look at the
I sort by basketball emoji.
if you go look at the text, it's the one of my favorite running lines or storylines with Rico is he hates John Rothstein. Rico and John Rothstein are the same guy. Rico just texts these coaches
One of us
being
has
like,
taken
"Happy Father's Day, coach. Go get him."
one of them is taking. One of
He's
us.
like, you didn't tell me Happy Father's Day though.
One of us is an athlete. One of us is not. It's
Okay,
very
well,
simple.
besides that
Guy's never
point, you
taken a
guys
fucking
text the
jumper in his
same way.
life.
That's the difference.
He's never taken a jumper in his life.
But he's way ahead of you in the breaking news game.
He got in early with CBS.
Yeah, but
wanna
yeah,
be
but
but
I'm
an
not
insider?
in the breaking news game.
got
And
Creighton.
Dan didn't really get on my back with that. I
What?
had the Alabama Creighton game.
I said
And
you
we-
had the Alabama
And
Creighton
then we
game.
were supposed to do a conference call, and you never really. But again,
I
don't-
went after him on Twitter.
Fair enough. But we were supposed to do a conference call.
You want to do a conference call?
I'm gonna start yelling at him if he doesn't fucking back down. And I also had the
we
CBS
go.
Classic.
You want me to call him right now?
Yeah, all he has to say is I had the Alabama Creighton.
Now, are we doing another college basketball Barstool Invitational?
We are.
Yeah.
And is he getting the look this year?
Oh, that was a low
He
point.
pouted his
That
way
was
out
the
of it.
lowest. That's when I thought you might kill someone.
Yeah,
He
you
pouted
were
his way
playing
out of
games
that.
on the floor, and you were just
He
pouting.
pouted his way out of it
What?
last year.
I was a janitor.
So what?
What, Hank?
He had a half court shot after his like 8th try.
He won't give the ball back.
He just had to get the line right. He did. He stole it from like little kids trying to get
He
shots.
couldn't play the second half of the
A
game.
little kid came out with cancer. Was like, I just want to take a shot. Rico's like, no, I gotta get my line right.
Well, I hope this show crushes it. I mean, there's a lot of questions that remain to be answered, in my opinion. How crazy will he go? Will he cross the line? We don't know.
No, we
I
don't.
mean, it's kind of a big time, like, new beginning of this show.
And I know a lot of people out there will just tune in to hope he kills somebody.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want that to be the case. Like, I, for better or for worse, now have to deal with this guy for the foreseeable future.
What if
And-
he killed someone you hate, though?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
but that would still come back on me.
Said a bad
Yeah, you're
message.
still
Yeah.
at the court.
Right.
You're still at the court for that.
I'd do it.
You would not take the fall for me. You would, if you did it, you'd be like,
Well, I'd
he
remove-
ordered me.
Yeah, but I would add a layer to the.
But if
to
you
my-
did it and got caught, you would
You're
point
not.
the finger.
Yeah, you're not like
You,
keeping your mouth shut.
No way.
I think under 15 years he would, but lifetime
No.
sentence.
15. If I hit 15 years, I get an ice.
15 year.
He's got 13 more years to go at Barstool.
Oh yeah,
You're right. Yeah, you're right. 13.
He'd be the fastest one to
Big
squeal.
like commercial fucking ice machine.
Yeah.
How annoying is it going to the deli every week?
I got an ice machine, bro.
Yeah.
I do too.
Wait, what?
He wants an ice machine for his 15th anniversary, which is 13
Your
years
house
from now.
doesn't have ice?
No.
No, he wants the
I
one.
want a commercial.
You want
ice
someone where you
machine.
open it,
It's like when you
scoop.
You scoop. You load your cooler for the week.
Yeah. He wants bags of ice in his house.
Why?
But not
Going
in
to the
bags.
deli's annoying.
you would take it
at a
with bags.
Why do you need so much ice?
You drinking that much?
No, it helps. But no, it's just good. I don't know.
Why do you need that much ice?
It's a goal. It's like it's one of those things I want. Like I don't have a lot of
Sounds
hobbies.
like you're
So you,
trying to
use
TVs
it-
and ice
you don't
machine.
even really use a lot of ice?
I do on the weekends.
So what do you use the ice for?
body
Loading
parts?
the coolers. Yeah, body armor. Go drink
No, body
armor.
parts,
High
I said.
noons.
Body parts.
No, not body parts. Not body parts.
Where are you
Finger.
taking the coolers? To the beach?
No. If you go to the pool every once in a while, a party.
His house is like a 7-Eleven now. He was wheeling out the big body armor, like circle one cooler that you see at like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
He's like, this thing is so sweet. It's
All right,
awesome.
cool.
to have it.
Fine.
Took it from
All
the
right,
office.
fair.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
I got one. I got
They
one
said, "Here,
last
take it."
ad,
All right.
and then we'll wrap up with our mortal locks. Roback Activewear. It's safe to say we've been on these guys any day of the week because we absolutely love their gear. I'm just gonna go off script here because I love Roback. I wear it all
I'm
the time.
fucking wearing it right now.
Yeah. Joggers are incredible. Shorts are incredible. Q-zips, polos, hoodies
They
are
have a
incredible.
Boston. They just released a Boston-themed polo. It's fire.
And they're so comfortable, perfect for the fall. Those lightweight polos. Roback does it all the best. I wear Roback pretty much every single day. I travel in the joggers. Great for travel.
I wasn't a joggers guy before Roback. That's dead serious.
Yes.
Didn't think I could pull it off.
So Roback has everything. Summer still got a couple weeks left. Everyday shorts are simply the best. I was wearing them out at Stu's house the other day. They're breathable, nice stretch, and even made to move. So go use code PICK. That's P-I-C-K on Roback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of the week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. 20% off all polos, shorts, and hoodies with code PICK. the perfect gear for football season. Make sure to jump on Rhoback now. You'll be seeing us wearing it all fall long on the College Football Show. Also, just a little PSA, we are independent again. So if you love this show, if you love Bosco, the more people that buy Rhoback that use the code PICK, that helps him when he has his contract negotiation.
How are the advertisers? Are they lined up
What do you mean?
like they were for this show?
Yeah, we got.
Oh,
we-
okay.
Yeah, how many ads?
Whitney, you got to tweet out pay-per-view for tonight.
Pay-per-view for tonight.
Yeah, and a link. I'll give it to you so you have it. I sent an email to everybody, but
All
I'm
right.
going to get you.
I'm in.
It's $10.
All right, thanks.
Granelli can do it for you.
Granada, why didn't you already
up,
do
Granelli?
that?
Wait, so then how are you
Right.
going to do it right now?
I think you'll probably send me what to tweet.
Oh, he's his phone. Yeah.
Mortal Locks,
Yeah. Mortal Locks. What's your Mortal Lock?
USC.
Oh,
Pound it.
that may
likes
be a
it.
loser. Everyone's
Yeah.
so fucking
No,
confident on
well,
that.
I'm doing the top 10 teams, any line over minus 30.
But I'm just saying that's all of ours.
Shit.
No, I like,
All right, well, then
mine's
I'll switch to
Vanderbilt.
Notre Dame if you guys all have it. That's gonna
I'm
lose.
taking USC, but I'm nervous.
Mine's
I'm going
Vanderbilt team
big
total.
lines early this season,
I like that.
every week.
I'm
I
taking
also
you.
like the teams coming off a loss next week, 2 weeks from now.
The list?
Any team?
Are you talking about the list?
So Alabama, Texas in week 3. Texas loses close to Alabama. They play a slapdick the next week. They fucking
You're just doing your list.
yeah. The list.
You're doing the list.
The list did really well.
When
Did it?
you haven't,
in
you
those
didn't do the
years.
list last year.
There wasn't as many spots to go to take.
No, you just weren't looking at the list.
No, I was. There just wasn't as
You
many
did
spots.
mention
He
it
was
once
blogging.
last year.
There
No,
wasn't
last
as
year.
many spots.
At this point last year, he had decided he was quit. He was being a jerk.
Well, you were being mopey.
I think the strangle incident was really the last straw.
The what?
When you strangled Jay Snowden?
Yeah.
Well, that was a mistake. Buddy.
Oh, right.
Oh, the beginning of the sale?
Yeah.
No, we
Back
were
to
at.
Dave.
It was for the dozen, and he met Jay for the first time, and he wouldn't leave him alone. He literally had him in a corner, suffocating him.
He's showing him the Afghanistan pic.
Everything.
This
Everything.
wasn't me.
Yeah, look, I
Jay-
fought with ISIS.
Jay was doing like Jay was doing this, like one of those, like I need help here. This guy won't leave me alone. So I said that, and he
my
went
fault, yeah.
fucking crazy.
Right. You go crazy with
It was bad. It was a bad day. I shouldn't have talked to him that much. Sorry, Jay.
All right, other Mortal Locks. Hank? Hawaii.
I think Hawaii. I love
Bad.
Timmy
Jet
Chang.
in Hawaii.
I love Timmy Chang as coach.
No, it's not Vandy.
The last year they had all this shit happen when he took over, and they lost scholarships. They lost. I think he's going to reboot, and he's going to get Island guys back. I think Hawaii will be pretty good, or much improved from what they were.
Oh shit! I didn't factor that in.
What?
Maui. But the games
It's not in
in
now.
Vanderbilt.
No, but it's a
they're
Maui.
playing
They play for Maui.
Yeah.
Like we're a story.
And Vanderbilt's horrible.
In the SEC, they're horrible, but yeah, they're still
Well.
miles better than Hawaii.
But only last year.
Yeah.
Like Hawaii's usually okay.
Well, yeah, I had them in that conference championship game a couple years ago. Yeah.
Oh well, there you
Cole
go.
Real
McDonald.
ticket?
Yes. Cole McDonald.
It's a lie.
They lost to Boise. They got smashed.
But you didn't have a real ticket.
Right, you're right. I didn't have a real ticket.
Healthy debate. Healthy debate. Healthy debate.
But here's
Right,
the,
like, you can't, you, like,
but
you-
here's the
you
thing,
asked
Rico.
The dumbest question on this podcast. Like, are you going to push him? Is the sky blue?
No, but Rico, you
But
did, you didn't have a real ticket.
But he just caught you in saying you had a ticket. And
That
you
was when
didn't.
I was writing the newsletter. Hawaii 31. Yes, I did bet
you,
it.
you didn't have a real ticket.
Oh, the
You're right. No,
newsletter
you're right.
picks were always the Rico would,
You're saying
would
you
go
bet that.
45% on Pick'em, but the newsletter was 78%.
There's no fucking way he bet that. None.
It was before we were legal, but yeah, I bet it.
Underground.
Yeah, underground.
Aria,
What
and Liam.
your bookie was taking a future 31 on fucking Hawaii.
I mean,
For
they had-
$10. Yeah. No offense. I mean, it was years ago. It was
You're
years
lucky you're
ago.
a hockey guy.
Healthy
'cause
debate.
If this was baseball, 3 strikes on you.
Oh, okay. He kicked you out of the
Rico, I'm your
game.
guy. I can't bust
You
your
are,
balls.
you
Put him in
guys,
the
but
box.
I'm
Put him in
busting
the
your
box.
balls.
Everybody has a line.
Put him in
But
the box.
I'm not. But you lied.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I lied. Like a fucking rug.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
You like to slip little things in, and when
Right.
you're caught, you did not bet that.
You're right. I didn't bet it. That shirt looks great, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Wow.
We're getting personal.
We'll just start playing the. Yeah, okay. Now you don't know what's a lie. If everything's a lie, then I guess you're going to be a victim of that.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
I like the threats though.
Liam and Aria, what are your picks? Notre Dame maybe under.
It's in Dublin.
Add that to my card. I like that as
It's
well.
like a.
I'm going to Dublin
Wait, did they
soon.
move the time, or is it like?
No, it's a
9
2:30. 2:30 on NBC.
Oh, so then they okay.
Under 50. Aria? San Diego
Tough
State
game.
minus
That's a
2.
tough game.
I'm going to take my mortal lock. I'm going to take the over in that game, 49. No, actually, no. Sorry, my mortal lock. Put over on my list. I'm going to take Louisiana Tech minus 11.
I was just gonna say, do you want to put a pick out on that now? Because that's the last game. We know you're gonna tweet that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, of course.
I have decided not to do every game this year. I was thinking about it. The 1,000 play year.
Yeah.
You were going to
1,000
do
play
every
year.
game?
I was going to do 1,000 play year. Man, actually,
Mick-
now that I'm
Mick-
thinking about it,
Mick-
maybe I will.
Mickelson.
Maybe I will. Fuck it. Maybe I
That's
will.
happening.
Don't doubt me.
1,000
baby.
play year, baby. No one's ever done that. 1,000 play year. I have
Phil
to bet
did.
like
No, Mickelson
sides. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Micah, he did do it.
Mickelson did.
That was shout out Phil Mickelson.
Did
by
you
the
discuss the Florida documentary?
I heard it's awful. They just left everything
way.
out.
They just
Max
made
said it's
Urban
bad.
Meyer look
Yeah,
like a saint.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Said
Like,
they didn't get to murder till
It
the
was
last episode.
it was actually pathetic. Like they didn't talk about anything. It was Urban produced the thing.
Right, you had to know if Urban Meyer's in
And
it.
he is
it's-
such a
it's gonna
loser. Like
be-
he's
yeah.
just such a rat. Oh, I was disappointed. 4 parts and none of them were good.
Yeah, that's what.
Also,
that's what,
Dave,
feedback.
did you watch Johnny Manziel?
Yeah.
That was tough that the picture they used of you was like right when Johnny Manziel was like, I was going to party my face off and shoot myself in the face. It was like,
And then they
Dave
just go to
Johnny
Dave.
party.
Honestly, I was fucking happy to get a little. But I didn't care. It's like I
It was the worst time. He's like, I was the lowest point.
Dave was
I
just
gonna
happy they
fucking
didn't
kill
include
myself.
that he went to New York to chase him down and couldn't get
throwing
a
the
text
trash
back.
bins.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
I
that was
was happy to
awful.
get.
The trash at 5
People sent
a.m.
it to me, so I was just waiting for it. I was happy to get Shine, whatever. It just came in. They should have used the clips of him throwing footballs off Glenny balls.
Oh, yeah.
Watching any other good programs?
What do you mean? Shows?
Yeah.
What did
Blackbird.
I just
Blackbird.
I watched. I watched that. That was a sick
Blackbird?
show.
So
It was
disturbing, but it's
yeah,
great.
But it's good.
Is that the one?
It's a
where
true
the-
story,
the-
too.
The guy.
Well,
is a-
that's what makes it so
goes-
disturbing.
He goes into the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard about this.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's supposed to be awesome.
And I'm watching The Bear.
Season 2 not that
Supposed
great.
to be
I haven't watched
awesome.
season 2.
It's like we might as well even be here. I brought up Blackbird. I said it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I heard it's supposed to be great.
Supposed
So
to be
that's
awesome.
literally what I'm
It
telling you.
refreshed my memory. Yeah.
Supposed to be awesome.
I don't
I
like
don't know
The
who
Bear.
told me that, but it was supposed to be awesome.
I
Season
wasn't a
2
Bear
not that
fan.
Great. But you watch Telemarketers?
I heard
No,
that's
Jeff
good.
D-Lo texted me for
Yeah,
that
no,
to
I
watch
gotta
that.
watch it.
Fucking nuts.
Jeff D-Lo, that's another thing that since I've taken back the reins, trying to get to the bottom of the shit, there are rumors that the dozen trophy
Oh.
costs $20,000.
Bro.
What?
$20,000.
He texted me 12 times. Do not drop it. Do not lose it. Do not break it.
$20,000.
And then he was on the same
Holy
flight
shit,
as me,
I swear I
coming
thought it'd
back
be
from
$100
Chicago.
Paying
And I,
$20,000 for
the
trophies.
Kid comes up. It's like, what's that
I don't even
trophy?
know how you buy
Gave
a
it to him,
trophy
give
for
him
20
I don't even
grand.
think the Stanley Cup's 20 grand.
How do you do that?
And
Who
it
would you
broke.
say that to?
The stuff on the thing.
Is there
like, broke.
crystals in it?
No,
Are there
it's
diamonds?
It's plastic. And the stuff on around the side already broke. Like Kirk moved it, and you're watching. Quiggs is like slapping him when we win, and
crazy.
pieces are falling off on the recap.
I'm-
2 G's.
Yeah,
2 G's.
Crazy, dude.
Wow.
I'm happy you and Kirk are back together, by the way.
Yeah, I called.
could
I
be
called
true.
and apologized.
Well, yeah. But it also is a nice failsafe because if this falls apart, Kirk will hire him for $100,000 a year to call it.
That was another sign I was on drugs. Who says that shit?
No.
No,
I know,
Drug
that's why
free
I'm
since
like-
'93.
He's using it as a euphemism for like I was an
hate
asshole.
was a drug.
Well, yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
oh, I was a crackhead.
people
It's a-
understand. Yeah, I was a crackhead of hate.
right.
Like I was shooting up
and he
hate
needed another
everywhere,
hit, baby.
dude.
He wants to go to the moon.
I was on
I was
drugs.
on-
I was on
yeah.
drugs. You would asshole.
Give
I
it to
was
me.
everywhere. I was an
I want
asshole.
to get there.
I was an absolute piece of shit scumbag. I was
Right.
on drugs.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was,
was
just being
treating people
a
like shit.
scumbag
Drugs.
human.
Drugs was a hate. Yeah, yeah. My drug was hate.
Yeah.
It was
right.
bad.
Oh, yeah, I was.
We saw it. We had a front row seat.
Seriously.
I
Last
stole
year was
from my
tough.
parents. I was on drugs.
I didn't do that.
No, you did worse. 100%.
Yeah. Because at least, yeah, they.
That's
yeah.
keeping it in your family. You were going after
Right,
other
right, yeah,
families.
yeah.
You're trying to literally destroy families.
Fucked up.
You're on
Can't
drugs.
wait to be in the business with this army, though.
Oh, you made
Oh.
a mistake.
We'll get you on the Zooms.
All right, thanks.
You're like fucking Italy with
What you gotta
Nazi
remember is
Germany. You're
he's-
like, wait, this doesn't. You're gonna
I'm
be
like, oh
Mussolini.
shit, I'm in too deep.
Yeah, you're gonna be Mussolini dragged through your balls through the square.
Yeah.
Like, shit, how did this happen?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's not a game. That's what you got to remember with him. Like he's showing progress, but he's not a game. It never has been a game.
I do think though that before there was the thought in his mind that I can go do something anywhere and be a star, and now he knows like it's
it.
here or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just a different ball game.
Well,
What do you mean, dude? Hold on. That's
What
not
was
that's
this?
not-
Yeah.
What are you gonna?
I was
go-
just keeping count.
What are you
Oh,
gonna
okay.
go work at like ES? Like what?
No, yeah, I
It's
get
here.
it.
You're here,
he-
dude.
But that is how crazy he actually was. He somehow thought like the rest of the world didn't catch wind. Like when Odyssey, he thought he hired him. Like they weren't going to do even the briefest of background checks. Be like, hey, this new guy that you're trying to look at, is this him throwing a high noon at full velocity at somebody's fucking head? This is who we're bringing in? Like, you were so crazy, you thought everything, like you attacking the dude, like everything you had done, you're like, they won't find out about that. Like, we're some...
he was the mafia trying to go legit.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, just open
Yeah.
an olive oil business and everyone will forget about all the murders. It's like, yeah, that's not how it works. He does have one out that he's been working very hard on. Rico, I think there's a 20% chance that he tries to work on a college staff at some point, basketball. And I have made
He could recruit.
And
dude.
he's the thing: if he
I've-
ever,
You
if
could
he ever
recruit.
got a
Been there
job,
when guys recruit. Yeah.
if he ever got a job on a college staff, I promise you right now, I will buy season tickets, front row, and I will move to whatever city or town he's in, and I will go to every game and just fucking harass him.
What do you mean you could recruit? What, again, who's going to let this guy in their living room as a parent?
Because the parents of these kids, a lot of times, they're not exactly informed in what's going on.
Oh,
These
I'll
kids
follow
come
him on
from-
the recruiting
a lot of
trail.
These kids don't come from
I'll
much,
be-
and they're sending in Bama's head recruiter. They're
Let me
just
tell
like-
you this.
And he comes in with
I
the slick hair.
I can't speak to this with perfect authority. But if you're going for a recruit, there's multiple people trying to get the kid.
Yeah, you don't think he'd kill him?
If you're recruit, well, he may, but if he doesn't, and you're recruiting against him, be like, hey, mom and dad, this is who fucking Bama sent in.
Right.
Like the craziest fucking lunatic who, by the way, may harass your family.
If you don't sign.
It's
Like all the burners you're getting of the hate is from him.
It's like Creighton assistant coach was poisoned to death on the road at an AAU tournament. Creighton, what happened?
All right. Well,
USC.
that's the show.
Creighton
Yeah.
sent me a package. I got no beef with Creighton.
Everyone's got their picks. For everyone watching at home, pick them this year.
What's up, Biz?
Next week, Biz here. Next week we'll be on Zoom for before Labor Day.
Which was pre-planned.
Yeah, no, I said that. I said that it's the last weekend where it's not wall to wall Saturday, Sunday. So we'll do
Labor
Zoom.
Day weekends and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll do Zoom, and then every other week, Rico will be live in Chicago with me. Dave will sometimes be in Chicago, but will also be Zoom. So
That was the number one question we were getting. How's this going to work? 3 Zooms?
Yeah.
You got 3 leaders?
no,
three-
so
3
you're
sites?
gonna come to,
I'm
and you
going
will
to
tape it in Chicago, and whenever Dave comes to Chicago, we'll do it in person. And probably, I'm gonna guess, 3-4 episodes this year that will probably be in person. But the show goes on. I've said it many times. I'll do the show till I die. I love this show. Good job, Rico.
Thank you.
Healthy debate.
Healthy debate.
Do you want to hear
Coming
the number
soon.
that he wants, Dave?
Do you know?
Oh yeah.
Does he know?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it next time. We can't do it. We can't do it.
next week.
Well, that's
you do. You love
unbelievable.
to play ball.
Do you really
What
know?
a
Do
double
you
agent.
really know?
Double agent Dan.
Oh my God.
Double
That's a
agent
cliffhanger
Dan.
for next
Oh
week.
my
In fairness,
God.
Dan asked it. Dan said, "What is it? What is it?" In the circle of trust. He's a double agent. Double agent Dan.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
I won't say it. That's a great cliffhanger. That's a great cliffhanger. No.